Hello, everyone. It's Friday. Somehow it's Friday again. I'm Abby, and we are coming to you live from Augusoft. Today, I am really happy to be joined by our marketing specialist, Meng Yang. Hi, Meng.
Hello there, Abby.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, doing well, doing good. It's
Good.
Friday.
Yes, happy Friday to you. Thank you for taking time to chat with me today.
Of course. You ask
Um,
and you shall receive.
yeah, yes. Well, I appreciate that because sometimes it doesn't always work that way.
True.
Um, so let's go ahead and get started. Meng, since you've started at Augusoft, we have made a lot of changes. Or I shouldn't say we, you and the marketing team have made a lot of changes and done a lot with our marketing and branding. And I'm just curious what, your favorite area is or what something you're most proud of that you've accomplished, things along those lines.
Well, it's not a me or the marketing team. It's more of a we. It's a team effort here. At Augusoft. So, being a marketing specialist here, when I first started in the fall of 2019, I made some changes, correct. The biggest thing that I saw or was passionate about was the branding. So the whole branding identity was what got me, interested in what I do now as a marketing specialist. And it's all about consistency, right? So the changes that we made from documentations to websites, that's all based on who you are, and it's identifiable by the logo, the color, the whole entire brand itself, right? So if you have different documents, you're gonna be, um, people are gonna see you and as something either unorganized or, they don't know there's more than one of you. It's just not trustworthy. So building a strong identity like Augusoft, making lumens. Something that you can identify as light or something. So like when you think of a light bulb, you automatically think of lumens, Augusoft. That's the way to go, right? That's the whole brand. So making something memorable, something fun, easy to go, so that it's like when you go out, you go to Target, you think of red and a bullseye. So why not make Augusoft like something that you can think of on your daily basis, like a light bulb, right? Because lumens. But that's not what we are. We are a software company, and that's it's just
Yes.
so it's like the whole branding identity thing. It's strong. It's a long thing, and you can go into the weeds with it. So, but that's one of the biggest things that I do around here, and updating the websites, making sure that everything that we do comes out in one consistent brand is something that I'm done and is pretty proud of.
All right, well, that's awesome. And I have to agree with you because, I mean, consistency is key. And I'm kind of one of those crazy people where if things aren't consistent, especially with branding, it needs to be fixed.
Oh
And
yeah.
like you said with the Target logo, I've used that example before where you see the logo, it's for Target. There's been companies that I've worked for in the past where, we have the logo, but people stretch it out or, how they doesn't maintain the correct parameter or whatever they're called. And so then it messes up the whole logo.
It does. It does. And it's things that you give away during conferences, right? When you go into an indoor conference, or even like when you go into like different areas, you notice the blue, right? Because that's part of who we are. You notice things that are like the A that is also part of the Augusoft itself logo, and then you notice these dogs, right? These dogs are one of the iconic things that most customers will know because it's an Augie doggy, and it's something that we've grown to. I mean, you see them in the background, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have
So
some
the
over here too.
right. So things that you give away in conferences and meetups are the way to go. It's something that they can take home and they'll look at and they'll play with. For example, if you look at my kids, he plays with this dog a lot, just because he doesn't have a dog and he doesn't want a real life dog, but he still plays with the dog, and this is very fun and plushy, and he loves it, kind of thing,
Yes. And very soft as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice quality
Yes.
Augie doggies, that's for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Great. Great. Speaking of your kids, what are you doing with what have you guys been up to this summer? Anything to keep the kids entertained?
Oh, so we're bringing back the drive-through difference apparently, and the drive-through experience. So with the kids, with me, we've been doing like a bunch of drive-through experiences in the summer. So for example, we went to the Dinosaur Adventure drive-through here in Minnesota. We also went through the drive-through zoo that opened up. We've done drive-through birthday parties, drive-through baby showers, even a drive-through pickup, those kind of things are just what we've been doing for the past couple of months. And they really enjoy it because it's going in, driving quick, being there fast, and just getting their way home and go back home so they can do their own thing again. So it's like it's different, but it keeps them occupied, and it keeps them, looking at different things as well. So I mean, that's one of the things that we've been doing, and they love it. And the other things are like, they also do what you do, right? So I'm in meetings all the time, and they're always trying to figure out what they want to do. Do they want to play games? Do they want to watch TV? Do they want to play with toys? So now they've started doing these meetings, right? Because I've had these meetings a lot, and my son would put these animals, all of his stuffed animals, together in one spot, and he would play with them and be in a meeting. And then he's evolved now to the point where now he schedules a meeting daily to go and sit in front of a TV to play games online and chat with his cousins or his uncles and them online. And so he does these things. He's like, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, and I'm just like, you do? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, well, you can go ahead and do this. And so he does this, and then my daughter does the same thing, but hers is a little different. Hers is more business. So she does like meetings that would involve like ice cream trucks, right? Or coffee shops or donut shops, even toy stores and pet stores. And then I'm like, so why do you do all that? And she's like, well, that's because we go there sometimes, and I like those places. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And so she likes it too. So stuff like that just like they watch what you're doing, so be careful, right?
Well, it sounds like you're setting a great example for them. And
I try,
also,
it's
have some future entrepreneurs on your hands, it sounds like.
oh yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. They draw a lot, they do a lot of like activities, creativity, creative artwork and stuff like that. So they're not just like on their iPads, and I try to limit that just so that they can experience other things other than a digital world of a screen and touching it,
Which
kind
is
of thing.
good because kids these days, I tell you.
I know, and they go through the wrong sites sometimes. I tell you, it's just you just don't deal with that, and then you put the guards in there, but they still do it, and I like it. And um, trying to give them a little piece of everything is what I'm trying to do. Even going outside for a walk or to a park, and
And you guys,
like I
you went
said,
up to a cabin, right?
we did. We did, yes. We went for a cabin for a weekend, and on the way there, it was like past Duluth a little bit. So it was like a little small little road trip around the city or in the state. We stopped at various places just to view outdoor stuff. So like beaches to, Duluth, the lighthouses and stuff like that. So they liked it, and their most adventurous, most memorable thing that of the entire trip was throwing rocks into the lake. So they really enjoy the whole rock throwing thing, and I still don't get that till today. So
Like just throwing them in, or do they try
yes,
to
yes,
skip the
they so
rocks?
no, it's not even skipping. It's finding the biggest rock and trying to lift it
Oh,
so they can throw it into the lake.
and
And
make
I'm
a
like,
big.
okay, yes, just make a splash. So I'm just like, okay, well, if that makes you happy and it keeps you busy, then I'm totally fine with you doing that. So
Yeah,
I tried to teach them how to skip it, and they got one skip, which is still a splash, but
right. Well,
But you got to keep in mind that my oldest is like she just turned 7. The youngest William just turned 5 recently, so they're
okay.
still kind of in the learning stage, kindergarten and second grade kind of thing. So
Well, definitely, they'll be in the learning
yeah,
stage for the rest of their life.
oh yeah, gotta give them something to do during this wonderful summer of ours.
Yes, which is crazy that it's almost over.
Oh yeah, school starts in 1.
Right, that's nuts. I wouldn't know, but well, yeah, that sounds like you guys have, at least had a great summer so far, done what you can to keep them entertained and happy, and just got to do what we got to do.
Oh yeah, I know time's coming a little short here, but things that you've done in the past. Have you've done drive-throughs before, right? And
Yeah.
drive-through movie theaters. That's what I was trying to get to. The one thing I did not get, and I kind of want to do, was the drive-through state fair.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
I saw about that. They also now I saw yesterday they have they're selling state fair kits. Did you see that?
yes, I saw that too. Yes.
It's actually I was
Yes.
pretty reasonably priced.
It is.
But you could always also set up a outdoor movie, like I don't know if you have a yard, but like in your yard with like a
We thought about that, but then the whole idea of bugs does
Yeah.
not fly well with my kids.
I get
So,
it. Trust me, I get it. So, all right, awesome. Well, thanks again, Meng, so much for taking time and sharing with us today. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will see you back here next Friday.
oh yeah, enjoy your weekend there, Abby.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. All right, bye.